to the interactive session on a holistic approach to business plan development for budding innovators, conducted by Entrepreneurship Development Cell of JPR Institute of Technology. Feedback form will be posted in the chat box at the end of the session. Participants are requested to fill those forms. Question and answer session will be held at the end, so I request the participants to post your questions in the chat box. I heartily thank our beloved director, Sir Dr. L. M. Marie Wilson, for supporting us, and I also thank our beloved principal, Ma'am Dr. L. M. Merlin Livingston, for encouraging us. I warmly welcome our honorable guest, Mr. M. A. Raj Kapoor, Field Coordinator, Center of Entrepreneurship Development, Anna University, and Mr. R. Ramachandran, Field Coordinator and IOL Trainer. Mr. M. A. Raj Kapoor is currently working as a Field Coordinator, Center of Entrepreneurship Development, Anna University, Chennai. He has a master degree in engineering, VLSI design, and bachelor degree in legislative law. He has 8 years of IT experience from Quadrant Technology Solutions and teaching experience in engineering and polytechnic colleges. He pursued law degree to be actively involved in policy creations at corporate level and governmental agencies. He have worked on projects with the state social welfare department for the protection of women for domestic violence. Welcome, sir. Mr. R. Ramachandran, currently working as field coordinator and IOL trainer. He had pursued MBA, MS Physics, MCom, MPhil, and PhD. He has the experience of 5 years of teaching, 2 years of research, 2 years of trainings. He had attended 8 conferences as a resource person and published 4 journals. Welcome, sir. Now I request the guest to take over the session. Please, sir.
Uh, Thank you so much, Avantika, for the wonderful introduction of both of us. And it is a pleasure to work with the JPR Institute of Technology on conducting this webinar. So I hope the students are listening on YouTube. And before beginning the session, let me give you a short thing about the line of work we do and what we do for the academic community, the students community. So basically, I am a field coordinator at Anna University. It is an IEDP hub, meaning Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Program, which is a flagship program of EDIA. EDIA is a Tamil Nadu government agency, Entrepreneurship Development Innovation Institute. We have started in the year 2001, and thereby has been successfully running many entrepreneurship programs for various sections of the society, not just for the students. They cater for young innovators, and they may be literate or non-literate. Just the skill will be sufficient for them to start their journey as entrepreneurs. So they help women help groups, self-help groups to construct their own businesses, and likewise they cater to almost all the sections of the society. And IEDP was launched to cater to the requirements of student community from higher educational institutions. So it is IEDP was launched in the year 2016, and it has been successfully doing very well and bringing out students, aspiring students, to before the end of their course, they are coming out as entrepreneurs. And we'll see about what is the necessity of IEDP in the first place. It is a world recognized program that any nation should encourage innovation and entrepreneurship and nurture its culture. So the program, and to achieve that, they want young people, and the best audience is the students, college students, who can do that. So it is successfully run by various world countries, and that is how we also India also absorbed IEDP. and devise these policies according to our law of the land. So about that, the vision and mission of the program is basically to improve the national economy in the first place, because the outcome of the program, which is going to increase the number of entrepreneurs in the country, is going to increase the economy in that area, in the region, in any state. So that is a required outcome there. And we can see about IEDP in a short while. And EDA, let me, before going that, the students, I wanted to keep an open mind on how we approach entrepreneurship in the first place. So let me share my screen. Avantika, you are able to see my screen, right?
No, sir, not yet.
Not visible yet. It's showing sharing. Now is it visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible now, sir.
Yeah, okay then.
Yes, sir.
So,
Now it is visible, sir.
yeah, thank you, sir. So
Yes, sir.
basically, any student who is aspiring to become an entrepreneur, and he is being given some sessions, awareness sessions, will be told about two roadways. Either you, at the end of your course, you pursue a job, or you pursue business. Most of the students from business background will pursue business. So it is basically classified as a two-way road. You either do this or that. But in today's reality, you are not supposed. My opinion is you are not supposed to do that. You have to pursue both. That is how you will be successful in your future. It is your one future, and you give opportunity for both the avenues, be it job or business. Why I am saying this? In the screen shown above, they are showing a steady increase in the revenue over the period. But with the current competition and digitized and technology, these have come to, there are lack of jobs and lack of businesses in the first place. So the curve is actually, it goes down also. It's not just on a rising curve. So you are supposed to pursue business as well as job categories, because one example I'll give you is, say an IT person who was who has completed his course and joined in IT sector. He want after 5 years, yes, he wanted to. Is not satisfied with his job, and hence he goes into a business mode. He can't just switch from fifth year to sixth year immediately to business. He'll be laying the foundation during the course of his job, and then he'll be doing the business, and then only he'll attain success. That is how it happens. And also, when you are doing a job or a job, you will be required to do some prerequisites that is business oriented. Say in category of an IT job, you say he may be a technical person, but he'll be always involved with the business user level, and he'll be asked to take some decisions. So the perceiver of how you choose your career You are supposed to give opportunities for both job and business avenues. So that is how you'll be able to strengthen your future and find more revenues in your for your in your life. So I hope I'm clear with this. So the perks of being a job and business. In a job, you will be having a personal and professional barrier where you complete your work and you go to your personal life, and it goes on a cycle. But in business, it is not like you have to compromise things. It is a 24/7 work. It is a 24/7 work, and you have to compromise on personal life in certain cases, the business life in professional life in certain cases. So these are some merits and demerits you are involved. The thing is, if you when you know about a factor called risk, the knowledge of risk is very important for any student who are venturing into entrepreneurship, because when they know the risks in jobs as well as business, they can mitigate the circumstances and come out successfully. The business may sound more riskier and more difficult when you learn about the when you consume the knowledge of experienced person. But again, once you come to get to know those things, it will be easier for you guys. So you can plan accordingly and do that. I hope I gave a clear understanding about how to pursue your career. You give equal opportunity in your job in a job avenue as well as entrepreneurship avenue. And about EDITN, I already told you we have they cater to all sections of the society, and there are very good programs successfully completed in by EDII, especially TANSIM. It is currently running in IIT. The objective of TANSIM is to make Tamil Nadu state as an entrepreneurial hub in India. So for more information about EDI, you can log into editn.in, editn.in, where you'll get more information about EDI. And today's session is about a holistic approach to business plan development for innovators, young innovators. Why this is important, Ramchandran sir is going to give you a very clear introduction, and he is going to discuss in detail about detail about the topic. And it's very essential because once you have an idea and you complete your product or a process is a prototype of that is formed, that part is complete. Then it will be your people skills and entrepreneurship skills to successfully commercialize a product and achieve success. So it is very essential for any entrepreneur to know about to have an entrepreneurship education, be it business plan development or to construct a business model, to market or commercialize the product, risk mitigation. All these things are very essential, and Ram sir will definitely guide you through the process. I'll give you a few words about a few areas of where engineering students can concentrate on. Uh, the electrical and mechanical electronic systems are doing very well nowadays, be it simulator and software, and communication designs are system design, and IoT systems is going to be a very high in demand, especially in when 5G is in trial phase now. By end of year, once 5G is trial phase, Airtel and Jio are doing it. Once that has been successfully completed, a lot of IoT devices will be coming into play. and so many applications are happening right now. That is one good market you guys can venture into: artificial intelligence and data analytics, robotic systems, battery pack design, IC design, drones, medical instrumentation, energy systems management. Many of you guys can find it because these are deeper technologies. How do I do it? But you have to consider the fact that for an entrepreneur, just an abstract level knowledge of the technology you're developing, or the technology you're going to work on, the domain you're going to work on, be it highly technical or just less complex. Just you need to know about the product. The rest on the, as said earlier, because once you complete the prototype or a product, you complete the design, then you have to concentrate more on other parts like financial planning, marketing. You have to be basically master of multiple trades. And how do you do that? You uh, you network yourself. It is like there are so many nodes in this ecosystem with this IUDP program or similar programs to develop the economy. Government of India has launched several programs, Startup India program. Likewise, MSMEs are doing having so many programs. So we are all into one ecosystem. So you better network yourself into that ecosystem. You connect with the first point of contact will be your ED cell in your institution, and EDA is one more node you can approach. Likewise, we have other agencies distributed across India, across the world, where you can find connectivity and all the resources necessary to pursue. Because once you are out of your why it is very important, because when you are in a college level, you have better opportunity to connect with them. uh, After your course curriculum, you will be in a very competitive mode. Your incubators, uh, various incubators don't appreciate college students. They not appreciate in the sense, let me put it this way. The preference they give to the college students in incubators is much high. And for the alumni or someone who's not having a job and then want to venture business, it will be really tough for them. So you need to get in touch with an incubator with your startup company, whichever you are forming. And you have to make use of every resource available so that you can achieve success. There will be failures sometime, but you don't consider those as failures. Those are just learning experiences. We have to practically they are just experiments taking a U-turn. And it will be better to have more experiments in your career, so that while completing by the end of 3 to 4 years, you'll have sufficient knowledge. You'll know that you know that you have gained something while pursuing this entrepreneurship. So network yourself and connect with your ED cell and connect with us to know how you can pursue your ideas. Likewise, there will be some areas where you are going to work, where you are practically you found a solution to some problem. That is what startup means. What does startup yield? Because it gives a solution, it creates a disruption in the existing market. And say like for example, Uber and Ola, you can consider Uber and Ola. They have disrupted the traditional taxi market. How they are disrupted? They pick you up at home. They drop you at home. They tell they are very competitive in their pricing. They practically disrupted it. Startup is all about disruption. Flipkart has disrupted in the earlier stages. Flipkart used to deliver books to home, and Flipkart and Amazon. And, Flipkart was like a book vendor, book distributor in the startup phase. Then they came into retail. So disruption, they have caused disruption in traditional books, and e-books have been launched. So that is what a startup, you are supposed to create disruption with your mind blowing ideas. So let me come to the point. Uh, in cases when you have idea in areas where there is a large investment is required, you tend to, and if you are not able to find suitable investors or a thing, it is not like you have given so many work and not yield the results. You can license your product or product or a process. You can license it, and it is called the you license you do by patents. Yeah, it's intellectual property rights, and the ecosystem gives you sufficient education on how to do that also. So that is a, when once you license it, people will be corporates and companies will be willing to invest in you. You can get a royalty. You need not be a full-fledged entrepreneur in the first place. So you have a broad area. It is unlimited domains for you. It is not like you can't venture into that area, like chemical and process technologies, material technologies, battery technologies, pharmaceuticals. If you are able to find a problem and give a solution, and if you are able to you're correct, confident enough that there will be a disruption, people are going to stand in queue to work with you. So these are some other aspects any entrepreneur should be knowing about. Again, one more thing I want to stress is about software and IoT software tools. You can venture into actually developing softwares, because India as a IT service is doing 90% around servicing areas, IT servicing only, service products, and they give services. The actual products are being developed abroad, most of them. So if you are very studious enough to develop softwares, and you form a team and you can develop softwares, some new ideas which is going to enable a large mass of population, you can concentrate on software too. So these are some areas are having some early gains. You can capitalize easily. You can venture into any. You are not limited to just technical. Need not be a technical entrepreneur or a technopreneur. You can venture, but these are somewhere in the digital era. These are giving better yields. And other technologies like recycling technologies, agriculture, food processing, solid waste management, and urban life solutions, education and healthcare technologies are doing very well. One thing I wanted to, one example I'll give you on where a lot of opportunities are lying down. In solid waste management, they have banned that a specific type of carry bags less than a particular microns. The government of India has banned, and several states have banned. Why? Because they are not recyclable in the first place. You guys know it. Because rest of the plastics, they have set industries to recycle them, but these carry bags can't be replaced. But still, it is available in the market, and people are continuously using it. One startup in Chennai has found out a solution. So to convert those banned items which are in the market, which are available in abundance, they have converted a process to convert those into low cost roofing tiles. So likewise, there are so many, and they got a very prospective investment too. They are working on success, creating the machinery for the same. But the idea is a really wonderful idea. They are practically very low raw material cost, and they have a pretty good business model they can do. They're pitched in and they're doing it. They're working on the incubation phase. So solid likewise, so many opportunities are there in solid waste management, and the thing is you need to look around you, analyze your geography. You can the idea, once you find out the problem, where the problem is, uh, during the identification phase itself you will be able to come up with a solution. So this is what I want to tell you guys about, in brief, about entrepreneurship. And on with the today's session on business plan development. Once you form a company, or you wanted to form a company, and you need an idea, and you need to create a prototype or a process of a prototype of a process or a product. The first thing that is very successful, all your results are looking good, and once you go into your to an incubator to get some help, funding help or anything, they are going to ask you one very important thing: what is your business plan, what is your business model? And these things are very critical for you, for any entrepreneur, to take your product or a process forward. So that is how we are going to give today. And you guys have any doubts on whatever I explained to you today, feel free to ask in the chat. The host will definitely give us your queries, and we'll be able to reply to it in the session itself. With this, I'll let Ramchandran sir take over. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So very good morning, all the organizing committee members, and the faculty members from JPR Institute of Technologies and Management, and also my dear friend Raj Kapoor sir, and all the participants. So I hope you have been enjoyed the session given by Raj Kapoor sir. So he's well expert in that field of entrepreneurship, and also in terms of legal aspects towards the business. So what are all the legal opportunities, legal ethical issues which maybe happen inside the business? So these things he have been give a brief session. So regarding that business plan, right? So we have to make a brief discussion regarding that what is business plan and what are the opportunities have been converted. That is how an incubator or a startup business have been make use of that effective usage of business plan. I think so. You're able to see my slide, right, sir?
Yes, sir. You're able to see.
Okay, sir. Okay. So just continue. Right. So we the people doesn't know about that. What is entrepreneurship? So someone having know about the term called entrepreneur. In modern days, we can know about the term called entrepreneur and the term entrepreneurship. So here entrepreneur is an of business opportunities. So he have been searching on wherever the opportunities is there, right? So hope that Raj Kapoor sir told that students are having the two opportunities. Once that is they have been go for any job as well as they have been entered into that entrepreneurship domain. So because education institution cannot offer 100% placements, someone is having skilled and someone is having unskilled, but semi-skilled, not an unskilled, semi-skilled. So that's a mixture of good skill as well as bad skill, right? But in this era, that is basically from the term called entrepreneurship, it should be a new one and it should be emerging in nowadays. So because the education institution as well as government have been concentrate on the term called entrepreneur. So here entrepreneur meaning is a person who is having n number of business opportunities. So whatever the things he have been seen or she have been seen, they have been converted that opportunity into an useful idea with the mode of converting into a useful business. So this is an entrepreneur, that is he is identifying and searching of opportunities. So wherever in the society and wherever the area, what are the opportunities available there, he have to explore the opportunities and a risk taking who sets up the new business. So normally our entrepreneur is a person who set up a new business, and that business may be innovative and differentiate. And one more quality required for a good entrepreneur is risk bearing, right? So that is whatever the litigations or whatever the thing which may be happened as an uncertainty, that people entrepreneur is ready to face that as a challenge for their business. So this is entrepreneur. So we the people like Raj Kapoor as well as myself have been training students as well as many education institution faculties by promoting the entrepreneur towards the students community as well as faculty community. It's, and normally mindset of an entrepreneur. So you have been know about entrepreneur, right? Entrepreneur is a person who is exploring or initiating new business. So this is the general term of entrepreneur. But normally, if you want to become a good entrepreneur, you are having such four principles or such four qualities or four mindsets which may be essential for a good entrepreneur. So first one is looking for opportunities. So wherever the opportunities available, we have to explore it. So one area is famous for some kind of products. For example, I quote that Madurai is famous for jasmine, right? So jasmine have been exported to all over the world, even though Japan, China. So in a single day through airplane mode, the jasmine have been exported from Madurai, right? And we have been explored at wherever the opportunities are available. So even though some areas are good for some other different kind of products, so we have to just explore it. Erode is famous for that is turmeric products, and Tirunelveli is famous for halwa. So we have to explore whether this opportunities is available or not. But at the same time, if we analyzing such kind of opportunities, we have to note it down, that is that product is available in globally or not. So we doesn't know about that. Sivagasi is famous for crackers, right? Sivagasi is famous for crackers, and Sivagasi may be quoted as small Japan. Tamil Kutti Japan சொல்லுவாங்க. So Sivagasi is called as small Japan. But even though Sivagasi crackers is not exported to all over the world, Sivagasi is just supplying the crackers inside the India, not to other countries. But China is capturing all over the market. China is capturing all over the market. So if any people from Sivagasi or some other areas, just concentrate on developing your business to all over the globe. So this may be called as looking for opportunities wherever the product is not available. We just explore and give the unknown products to the known customers. So this is looking for opportunities. And second principle or second quality is innovation and differentiation, right? Innovation and differentiation, normally the same thing cannot be provided, right? You the people know about that. Once upon a time we have been using the small, that is a micro pencil, then it should be a needle pencil or some other, it should be somewhat innovative. And also same in case of mobile phone. Once upon a time mobile phone is using for passing the message between the two peoples. Now a number of features have been added in mobile phone, like WhatsApp, as well as video call, as well as video capturing and snapshot capturing, music player. So a number of things have been added in the that is existing thing. So that may be called as an innovation, that is adding new things for the promotion of the existing products. So why this feature have been added? Because why the that is future have been added, because we the people doesn't adopt the same kind of products for the long duration, right? So the mindset and the thinking of human being have been changed day by day based on the fashion, lifestyle, so everything. So that's why innovation and differentiation plays the major role in terms of entrepreneur. And third thing, quality consciousness. So once you have been diluting your quality, right, the quality is very poor, right? So this time you have been cannot survive in the market for the long time. So you just focus on giving a best quality, right? So without the best quality, so you the people assume that you have been regularly taking a food in a hotel, but one day the hotel is not giving, but one day the hotel is not giving the quality food for you. So immediately you have been switched over from the hotel, right? You cannot have been adapted that hotel hereafter. So that's why quality plays a major role in terms of entrepreneurship. And final thing is finding solution, right? Whatever the problem is available, we have been explore the problem and giving solution by means of innovation, as well as it should be a good product which may be useful to the customers. So this is finding solution and ways to do it, and looking for that innovative business. So normally same kind of things which cannot be explored, and if you have been giving same kind of things, the customer is not giving uh, payment for the same kind of products. So here I quoted one example, that is a raw popcorn. It should be 5 rupees. So without boiling,
So, guys, there is some connectivity power problems with our answer side.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
sir, can you ask Shivbadi sir, accept Shivbadi sir? He'll be continuing the session.
Yes, sir. 1 second. But Shiva sir not connected, sir. His device not
Okay.
connected, sir.
Yes, I have asked him to join.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes.
So, meanwhile, students, uh, we don't want you to be idle in the first place. So, let me about the incubators. I'll talk about incubators. Why it's very important to you guys. No, what are the benefits of the incubators in the first place? So basically, how your startup education is going to progress in your during your college life is going to be like you are going to find an idea. An idea is going to give you a solution to a problem which is wide in the society, a beneficial solution to a mass population, to to a particular sector of society, section of the society. You come up with an idea. So once you because you are a student and you're not accessible to various sources of any funding or funding in the first place. Uh, how do you do it? You have an idea, you have a solution. You have you know a problem, you have a solution. How do you do it? You approach agencies, entrepreneurship development agencies, and you go to them and tell boss, I'm having such and so idea, I want to commercialize it, and I want to be an entrepreneur. How do I do it? They're going to put you up in a pre-incubator phase, be it your ADCell or any other institution you're approaching. They're going to put you up in a pre-incubator phase, where in the pre-incubator phase you will be working hard to convert that idea into a proper prototype. The prototype of a product or a process. For example, say an IoT product where you are able to monitor some in a medical application, an IoT product you are able to, for example, say a remote monitor of your oxygen level, where elderly people who need help, elderly people who need help, and they are alone. I'm just giving you one scenario. While they are alone and they wanted to, and you create a product where they are connected to their relatives or a particular medical institution to continuously monitor their health factors. You're deriving some product, you are devising some product. This is an example. How do you do it? There are various other ways of doing a product. So you find so this is the idea you have. So you go to in a pre-incubator phase, you will be given resources and technology in the institution, at an academic institution, to develop this product into a successful prototype and test it. Once the pre-incubator phase is completed, then you will be and the product is success. Then you will be taken to a incubator, where the incubator will give you abundant resources to commercialize that product and bring that product to market. They'll basically incubate you like how a hen incubates its chicks. So that is their purpose. They give you shared spaces. They'll give you funding sources. They'll give you networks on the market experts marketing. They'll help you. So incubators are very important in your entrepreneurship journey. So they are going to guide you. They are going to assign you a mentor, or you're going to get the feedback from all your mentors about what you are going to do. So these things are very. So basically, as a startup entrepreneur, your role with the incubator is very high, and it is not an easy job to work with the incubator. Also, you need to comply with so many things, because the incubator is not going to get much of fund from others. They are going to get probably a stake in your company, and with your revenues only they are going to develop themselves. Only the setting up of incubator, because they have their policies and other things, they need to look into it. So before releasing any form of funding to help you, you will be asked to comply with a lot of work diligently. That is hard work, and that is how you succeed. So these are very important. But it is one thing essential is incubator. You'll be working with other successful startups in the same place, and you will be accessible. So it is like an education. It's like practically it is like it will be like a college, but you will be doing it at a very professional level with other startups, other college students. You will be doing it. So some alumni startups will be working in the incubators, and the incubators won't be alone working with the startups they are incubating. They will be also working along with other incubators who have a very better accessibility to world resources. Other very successful incubators like Uber startup, Uber, Ola, and all are startups only. Till the 10 years completion, that is how government of India's policy has been derived. Till 10 years, they will be in a startup mode only. But again, the revenue counts, so they are not a startup anymore, because up to 50 lakhs, 50 lakhs or 25 crores revenue is the limit for being a startup. After that, there will be a corporation. But you will be working with the CEOs of these startups who have very much knowledge, and they'll have their own resources, and they are basically a part of an ecosystem. So it is very essential for you guys to move into incubators once you successfully complete your prototype of your product or a process. Let me tell you one thing. You guys know about Why I am reiterating a process or a process? Because your product may be a service. It's a useful service. It need not be a physical product. It can be a, IT service or any other form of service. Like these kind of aspects. So you need to know about what you are going to do. Your idea is going to come up with a product or a service, or it is going to do. Say if you are having giving an electronic designing electronic equipment, you may be giving it as a product, but you may need to give it as a service too. So these kind of things are very important. And incubator as a whole, it is very how do I put it? There are not much of incubators in students are aware of. Anna University has a Atal Incubation Center, and Anna University Trichy has a EDI funded incubation center. These agencies you can readily approach. You can approach me or Ramchandran sir or your ED cell coordinator make sure that you somehow with your hard work you are getting a place in an incubator, because that is where actually the real work happens. You'll be learning a lot about marketing, resource management, business plans, or how to frame your business structure, and a lot of other legal requirements that is needed for you to run a company. Okay. Shivabadi sir hasn't joined yet. Let me continue with it. Let me share my screen. I guess Ramcharan sir is trying to join. He'll be joining shortly. We can continue with our regular topic. Meanwhile, do we have any questions, Avantika? Do we have any questions from the students or say viewing this session?
No, sir.
Okay, guys, you can ask your questions in the channel. Okay, we'll work it out. Avantika, can you ask? Can you add Ramchandran sir? He's in backstage of the session stream.
Yes, sir. I'll say Bhaskaran sir, sir.
Ramachandran sir. I think it is showing him in backstage.
sir.
Yeah, Bhaskar.
Sir, Raj Kapoor, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. There is some internet connection. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Yes, he's joined.
Yes, sir. So
Yes,
now you able to hear my voice,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
sir? So can you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear your voice,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Able to hear you.
Yes, sir. Okay, okay, sir. Shall I continue, sir? So sorry for the technical issue.
Yes, no
Yes,
problem,
we
sir. No
are.
problem, sir.
Okay, okay,
Always
okay.
it is happening. A lot
We
of
also
Okay,
face the
routers,
technical issues, sir.
internet
Not the issue.
connectivity. Just we are
yes, sir.
having it.
Okay, sir.
That
Just
is
continue
good.
the session. Sorry
Yeah,
for the
sure.
technical issues.
Yes,
Right. Okay, this is the thing I have been, sir. Are you able to see my slide?
yes,
Yes.
sir.
Raj Kapoor, sir? Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay,
I'm
sir.
able to
Okay,
see.
okay.
Yes, sir. We can able to see your screen, sir.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank
Yeah.
you. Right. As so, this is we are in the discussion of
Thank
that
you, sir.
innovative business. So before that, we have been discussed about what is entrepreneurship, and this is innovative business. So normally, innovative business in terms of innovation, right? So we have to give some sort of differentiation to our customers, right? Normally, the same kind we have been given to our customers means they are not ready to accept. So here I have been quoted three different types of examples. That is, first example, that should be raw popcorn. Raw popcorn price may be of 5 rupees, right? It should be 5 rupees. But in case of some differentiation and innovation have been added by means of frying the raw popcorn and selling it for 20 rupees, right? And in case of that is using that popcorn making machine, we have been using that to innovation which have been given to the customers, they are not ready to accept. We are giving them some sort of differentiation, and we have been doing and we have been getting into our business. It should be called as an innovation, right? So you the people, you the students have been concentrated on this type of innovative business. Normally, if we are giving the same kind, customers are not ready to accept. So we have been giving some sort of differentiation to our people who are essentially needed the same. And getting into the topic called business plan, a business plan normally assume likewise human being have been with the help of
Sir, Ramachandran, sir.
likewise a human being having survived with the help of the arch. Likewise, we the people, if we have been entered into any kind of business, right? If we want to start any own business or any other thing which may be essential for the our own usage, you the people have been concentrated on using with the help of the business plan. Business plan is most important for any business. So if you have a plan, you have been survived in your business for the long time. If you can't have a good business plan, it should create some drawbacks or drastic effects in your business. So business plan meaning a business plan is a comprehensive set of guidelines. So guidelines indicates whatever that we do, what can't we do. So when we do and when we can't do. So how we can do and what that is these guidelines have been given with the help of the business plan. And it is a planned course of action. So that is planned course of action indicates on today what I have to do, and day after tomorrow what I have to do. So after 5 days, what I have to do. After 1 week, what I have to do. So this could be called as a planned course of action. Likewise, examination, it should be some timetable. On day one, there's exam. Day two, there's exam. It should be a planned one. Likewise, a business plan, it should be also a planned one. So it should be guided you and it should be help you to shape in your business into a specific new thing. And third thing, it is a formal written expression, right? Normally, oral things are not as an evident for every business. So that's why an oral we cannot have been reminded for a long period of time. But if in case we have been make it as a recordical with the help of a written expression, it should be an evidence and it should be a useful documentation purpose to view the same thing for a long period. So it is a formal written expression of the entrepreneurial vision. Entrepreneurial vision indicates a business future. So after 5 years, how my business may be. After 10 years, how my business may be. So that guidelines have been given with the help of your business plan, right? And in the futuristic scope, that may be called as a vision, which is describing the strategy of operation of the proposed ventures, right? And finally, it's a written document that summarizes business opportunity. So I already told entrepreneurship first mindset is looking for an opportunity, right? If you want to prepare the business plan, right, for your particular business. For example, I want to create a own website for every company. So that is, I am a website designer. Just an example, I'm a website designer. I have been exploring which companies are need of websites. So this should be happened in a real example. So one person who is an expert in designing the website, right? A person who is expert in designing the website, and he is doing his degree. He is doing his degree in a Bangalore University. Just an example, it should be realistically it should be happen. A student who is expert in website designing, and he is doing his degree in Bangalore University, right? And he is visiting the leading hotels, right? Leading hotels in Bangalore city. He is visiting the leading hotels in Bangalore city and giving his statements. That is, I'm a designer of, I'm designing some websites. So if your hotel is need of website, so kindly contact me. Just information have been given to that hotel, but the hotel owners or hotel managers are not in need of websites. But he is the only person who is able to design the website. Then he have to search of the looking for the opportunity. So by means of making a call with the help of his friends and ask the hotel managers or hotel owners like a customer. So we that is, he make a call and ask with the hotel managers or as well as the that is the employees who are working in the hotel. We just make a call and ask, sir, I am Aram. I'm want to stay in your hotel, so I want to book your room for in your hotel. So kindly give the website details for me, so to book your room in the hotel. He just asked through a phone call, but immediately the hotel owner or hotel manager having replied that, sir, we are not having a website, right? So if you want to book a hotel, come to our, that is our hotel, and you have to book the needed room, sir. Then immediately the customer, that is this person, this student, have been replied that you are a leading hotel in Bangalore. You just doesn't have a website for your hotel. Why is it? I doesn't want to stay in your hotel. Likewise, he replied, and he make cut the call. Right. So immediately the hotel owner have been shocked. That is how much importance for the website, right? How much importance for the website. So immediately he asked the students and for designing the websites. So this is looking for opportunity, right? So with the help of the business plan only, you have to look for the opportunity, which is wherever we want to survey and wherever we have been entered into a new mode of business. This is business plan, and here have been meaning a definition of business plan. I've already told business plan is a written document and prepared by the entrepreneur. So normally the people who are not associated with the business have been help you, have been guide you, have been mold you to prepare the business plan, but they cannot have a full involvement. A person who is set upping a own business only, that person only have to make use of, that is preparing the business plan. That person may be called as an entrepreneur, and that describes internal as well as external elements, right? Internal indicates inside the business, right? Inside the business, whatever the things which may be happen. So what is the strength of my business? That is I'm manufacturing, that is I'm manufacturing different varieties of FMCG, that is biscuits or cold drink, which will be essential for the customers. So I'm giving best quality. This is my strength. It should be internally happen, and it should be internally. There should be a weakness maybe available in the company because they are not giving a good advertisement, and customers are not ready to know about such kind of products. So this should be internally happen inside the business. It should be called as a strength and weakness, which may be internally happen, and externally opportunities and threats. Right? Opportunities indicates in the outside world what are the opportunities. So your product is specifically for the children, right? We have been told that for children we have been mentioned that Johnson & Johnson is good for a child and Himalaya is good for child because the reputation have been created with the help of the brand among the customers. So this should be an external opportunity. An external threat indicates also we are having some struggles among the outside world. It should be also called as a threat. So internal and external combination may be called as a SWOT analysis, right? Strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. And these four areas have been known with the help of your business plan and strategies for new venture. And a business plan is an integration of functional plan. Normally, if you want to set up a big organization or a small startup, if you want to manufacture your products, right? Manufacture your products, you have in need of some other additional departments for your kind consideration. So that should be manufacturing, and manufacturer have been producing a new product and give it to the salesman, and sales team may be called as a marketing team, and marketing is a specific department in any organization. So it is a cycle goes on. Manufacturer have been given to marketing department for sales, and marketing department have been sell the product and earn money and give it to the finance department, right? And finance department having make use of it and give it to the HR department for providing the salary, right? And remaining amount have been utilized for manufacturing department for again production. So this should be a cycle. That is, this cycle have been focused with the help of the business plan, and it is also called as a game plan or roadmap. So why we call as a roadmap? Just an example that you the people from Chennai, you want to travel to wherever nearby places, like you want to travel from Chennai to Trichy, right? Via road. You have been or you wish to travel from Chennai to Trichy, but assume that should be you have been travel through car, through road, but unfortunately your headlight is not operation and your travel time may be night duration, right? It should create some accidents. It should create some accidents as well as some damages for your car. Likewise, if your company or if your entrepreneurship business doesn't have any business plan, right? The accidents or damages should be surely happen. But one more case, that is want to travel through car from Chennai to Trichy, and it should be having you are having good headlights as well as navigation map is also additional features. Google Map is with you, and Google Map guides you. Turn left, turn right, go straight. Likewise, it should be guide you. Then it will help you to reach the destination in a prompt time. Eh? Likewise, in a business plan, if you are having enough things in a business plan, it should help you to success in your business. So this is the definition of business plan, and some of the features of business plan. It should be a honest plan. Why we may be called as a honest plan means we the people having the help of the business plan only, we have been approaching the investor. So the investor is a person who is ready to give enough funding for your business. For example, you have been develop a new business, a new want to manufacture a new kind of machine, new kind of mobile phone which is not available, a mobile phone which is not available in the market. You just want to manufacture a new kind of mobile phone, right? Your investment, sorry, your needed budget for manufacturing a single phone is, for example, it should be 2,05,000 rupees. Just an example, want to manufacture a phone, the price may be 2,50,000 rupees. You are having 1 lakh rupee in your hand, right? And you are having a good business plan with yours. So with the help of the business plan, you just go and approach the investors, right? Investors will help you, and investors will help you to give the needed money, that is remaining 1,50,000 only with the help of your business plan. That's why while you are preparing the business plan, you give true information. You cannot give any fake information in your business plan. And second thing, a well written business plan should be brief. So, brief indicates you have been mentioned all the things. Likewise, what is my company name, and when my company is started, and who are all the partners in my company, what kind of products I have been producing, and what kind of service I have been given to the customers. So, these things you have been mentioned in clearly. And third thing, it should be prepared in quality manner. So quality manner indicates, so that should be whatever the things which you have been needed, you have been mentioned. Whatever things you have been avoided, you just skip it in your business plan. And it should be easy to read. So you cannot use technical words. So the words which have been easily want to known or easily have been understand. So that kind of words have been added in your business plan. And fourth thing, it should be complete and accurate. It should be complete and accurate. So the thing which have been, if you preparing the business plan, there should be 9 steps are there. So we have been discussed briefly, and in the 9 steps you have been complete it. You cannot skip it up to fifth step, and remaining 4 steps it doesn't know or doesn't mention in your business plan. It should be inaccurate. So you have been complete those 9 steps, and the 9 steps should be accurate. And next one, there should be no spelling mistakes. So because if you are mentioning any spelling mistake and give it to the banks as well as investors or funding agency, they are not ready to give you a fund for us. So that's why you having make it with the correct spelling and give it the correct data which may be needed for getting fund for your business. And also it should be clear and brief also, and it should be concise, and it should be focused on clear and realistic financial projection, right? So financial projection indicates after 5 years what my company status is, after 1 year how much my company is earning as a profit. So these things you have been mentioned clearly. And a last thing is the words like I think or I believe should be avoided. So why? Because it should not be a good statement. You have been mentioned that I think my company should earn 5 lakh rupee profit this year. So this is not a good statement. Definitely, my company will earn 5 lakh rupees as a profit in this year. It should be a good statement. So that's why I think or I believe should be completely avoided in your business plan. And importance of business plan, so here it describes a venture, that is venture indicates a business, and how the business your success should be. So you have been mentioned everything, and it has a few primary functions which may be called as an action plan. Action plan indicates day by day what we have to do. So we are having a schedule in a human life. Morning, if we wake up, we have been brushed and we have been bath and we have been take a good food and we have been go for a work, and it should be routinely happen in our human life. It should be an action plan of a human being. Likewise, if you are having a business plan, then business plan should be called as an action plan. Day by day, what I have to do in my business. This should be a thing. And second thing, adopt a continuous and regular business planning cycle, because that keeps your plan up to date, right? So there should be a crisis maybe happen, or some depression maybe happen in your business, and your business is earning some losses. Immediately you have been make some changes in your business plan. Otherwise, you are earning a good profit. For improvement of profit, what are the steps I have to do? So that's why you have been make some modifications in your business plan. It should be like an ECG device. ECG device, it should have some ups and downs. Like if the line should be a straight line, then the patient is not alive, right? Like a business plan, there should be some modifications and maybe happen routinely. If you cannot modify, then the straight line should be happen in your business by means of closing your business. And third thing, a roadmap. Told that roadmap, it should be a navigation map which guides you in every stage, and communication tool. So with the help of the business plan only, you have to approach any funding agency or banks and some other things. It should be a communication tool and sales tool. Why? Because who are all the customers have been identified with the help of the business plan. For example, I told that website website designing company have been owned by me, right? Who are all the customers means the person who issue the companies which are having a good reputation among the customers, but they doesn't have websites. So that people are my customer. For example, I have been manufacturing Johnson and Johnson baby products. Then who are all my customers? The baby, that is the aged people, aged child who are all below 1 to 5 years. That people are my child. That people are my customer. So this is sales tool and operational tool also. These are the importance of business plan. And some of the another advantages of business planner helps to identify the weakness, right? So I think you all know about crime thriller movies. It in Tamil also one film called Tani Oruvan, right? So in Tani Oruvan, regarding that uh, the Siddharth Abhimanyu is the villain of that movie, and the hero Jem Ravi have been noted every information from child to now. What are all the things to have been performed by Siddharth Abhimanyu by posting everything in the wall and put a mark about everything. So this connection. So from the 5 years he's doing this thing, and from up to 5 to 10 years he is doing something. Like as he have been dotted everything. Likewise, here also a business plan have to give helps to identify the weakness. So why? Because I have been quoted at crime thriller movies. So crime thriller movies from starting to end only they have to finishing the case. Likewise, in the business plan, we have been noted everything from their business, right? From the starting to end, it should help you to identify the weakness. So what are all the pitfalls I have been do in my business? What are all the unwanted things I have been performed in my business? So these things have been noted it in your business plan, and this should also help you to make a good business plan and help to connect the dots. So if you open your umbrella, the holes in the umbrella cannot be seen from the under onwards. But you open your umbrella and overlook above the umbrella, then the holes in the umbrella have been displayed. It should help you to connect the dots also in your business. What are all the things which have been unwanted? So this area I have been prevented, and this area I have to concentrate it, and this area I'm good. Likewise, in the nine differential steps, you have been connect everything which is needed and which is not essentially needed, and discovering the opportunities, that is revenue and expenses. So revenue indicates that is in a particular year, particular financial year. So financial year should be generally started from April and it should be ended in March. So 1st April to 31st March. So 1st April to 31st March, during the duration, how much I have been getted as a revenue and how much I have been spent as a expenses for my business. So these things you have been noted it and stay month by month or year by year you have been comparing your business plan as well as actual expenses. So this is discovering the opportunities. And fourth thing, analyzing the market competition. You have been known that who is your competitor. So normally, example, you have been quoted that a tea, you are owning a tea shop, right? And the same tea shop may be also available in the markets, but you want to compete with the tea shop which may be available existing. You have been give some different varieties of tea, for example ginger tea or green tea. Likewise, some of the additional features have been added in your existing product and you have been given to the customer means then they will ready to accept your products because the competitor is not giving. So you have to make some identification about your competitor. And fifth one, plan yourself. So here I have been quoted on an example called tender coconut, right? So tender coconut, the market for the tender coconut is summer season. If it's a summer season, maybe have arise or summer season have been happened, then immediately our customers are ready to take the tender coconuts. But in case of winter season or rainy season, customers are not ready to accept the tender coconuts. So why I have been mentioned it is because normally every business that should be selling of the product is huge one stage, one season or one stage, and another some season or some stage the sales may be very low. So for matching the sales between that area, you have been concentrate on making a good business plan. And cash flow, so cash flow indicates how much unwanted cash you have been spent inside the business, and how the revenue have been comes to your business. You have been focused on the key things and shows your commitments towards your business and force you to calculate your financial flow and helps to achieve the goals and milestones in your business. And types of business plan, that is you and your plan. Normally a startup have been created with the help of not a single person owning business, maybe not called as a startup. Why? Because startup should be a partnership firm or limited liability company or else a private limited entity. So minimum two persons are required. For two persons, you and your plan indicates you and as well as your partner business plan, and you and your investors indicates you want to get any funding from some other third party. You have been prepare a business plan based on that investors connection, and you and your bank. So normally now if you have been visiting any banks, there should be a startup cell is there, right? So please go on to the bank. So please go on visiting the bank and learning about the startup cell available in the bank, right? The startups are in need of business plan for giving funding for the new startups or new entrepreneurs. And before writing the business plan, you have been considered four things. That is, what kind of service or what kind of product you have been provide, and who are all the customers. That is, old aged people, or specifically men customers, or female customers, or child, or only school people, or only college people, or only IT sector employees. Who are all my potential customers? You have been identified that area. And how will you reach your potential customers? By means of distribution channel. Normally now the Swiggy and Zomato having a good distribution. From your home, you have been ordered every product and that product have been reached your customer. Immediately after making a delivery, the supplier, that is the salesperson, have been give you to give some rating. So because rating only gives how much you have been benefited with the help of the service. So this is also how you have been reach your potential customers. And finally, where you will get the financial resources to start your business. By means of that funding agency, by making your own investments. You are having some savings in your bank or savings in cash in hand. With the help of that only you have been start your business, or else you have been getting funding from third parties. So this is types of business plan. And this general business plan format, it should consist of 9 building blocks. 9 steps is there. The first thing is executive summary. Executive summary indicates day by day, right? So the executive summary indicates day by day we are performing a number of activities in a business. But on writing a business plan, you have been just giving an overview about what are the things you have been performed. Likewise, it is an example for a 2.5 hours movie. They are releasing a short trailer, right? 2.5 hours of movie. Before releasing the movie, they are releasing a short trailer about the description. It should be like a business plan summary. That is, uh, it should be an abstract for your business. Abstract should be short and precise. So if anyone have to view your business plan, first they have to read your executive summary. If they are attracted and if they are clearly know about your summary, then they are ready to give enough number of funding needed for your business. And normally it should not be longer more than 2 pages, and 1 page is preferable. This is executive summary. And second thing is description of your business. So normally if you buy any products, that should be for example you are buying a jam, kishan jam. In the kishan jam, in the description they have been mentioned what are all the mixes. So salt this much and sugar this much, and doctor also giving a prescription. In the prescription, what are all the medicines you have been buy in the medical shop for your fever or for your whatever the things you have been faced. Like description also indicate the same thing, what kind of business you are doing, right? What kind of business, and what is the name of your business, what is the location of your business, right? And what is your unique strategy, right? These thing description indicates brief introduction or brief learnings about your business. And third thing, products and services. So products and services. So whether I have been giving a new kind of products what kind of product I have been give, whether the product is having a market or not. So you have to mention a clear study whether there should be a product life cycle is there. Product life cycle indicates introduction, growth, maturity, decline. So human also is having the same life cycle. Introduction, you have been in a child stage, and after schooling stage, after college life, you have been entered into growth stage. Growth stage indicates you have been appointed in any company or you have been starting your own business. This is growth stage. And maturity indicates uh, it should be a peak level, that is under the retirement level, as well as or it should be high growth earning business or a high salary earning stage. It should be called as a maturity stage. And decline indicates after retirement. It is general for product also. Products, once introduction, customers are not known about the products. And maturity, and they are they are known about advertisement and everything. They are ready to buy such kind of products, and they are ready to give a number of uh, cost for getting the products. This should be a product life cycle. So you have been understand the real product is in demand in the market or not, right? And fourth thing, marketing plan. So marketing plan indicates how I have to give my product to the customers and what kind of price. So it should be offer price, or it should be somewhat the same kind of products which is in the market, whether I have been giving the same price or I have to reduce my price. And promotion also indicate plays a major role, that is how I have to advertise through social media, Facebook or WhatsApp. So these things you have been mentioned in your business plan. So I have been advertise my product through Facebook, or I have been advertise my product through WhatsApp. So you have been mentioned everything. And geographical penetration also. So my product is focused only on the people who are all available in the north part of Tamil Nadu or southern part of Tamil Nadu, or only inside the Tamil Nadu only I have to sell my products. So this geographical penetration also mentioned in your business plan. And identify and describe any technical advantages. Likewise, you are having any patent for your products. If you are having a patent for your product, then your patent should be registered, and it should be having some benefit for the customers. And a product or operational plan also. So here how you have to convert input into outputs. So normally what kind of things you have been used, so it should be called as a, and who is your labor, and where is your company is available, and these things you have been mentioned everything in the production as well as operational plan. And sixth one, management. Management indicates types of organization, whether it should be type of organization, it should be a service oriented organization or manufacturing oriented organization. And what is the culture of your business? Normally some companies, they are having some uniform for their employees, and they are having some unique reputation for the employees. So this should be the culture which have been adopted in the organization. And who are all the people in charge? So in an academic institution, there should be an organization chart indicates higher level management, and second principal or head of the institution, and third thing vice principal or some other persons, and dean also there, and then head of the departments. It should be going on like in your business, who is the topmost authority and who is having superior power, and thereafter you have been mentioned the least power persons. So this should be a management. And seventh one, financial numbers and capital. So how much you have been invested in your business plan, and you have been monitored your records, financial records. So it should be balance sheet indicates assets and liabilities. Balance sheet have been generally prepared at the end of the financial year, right? At the end of the financial year, you have been prepare your balance sheet and also income statement, which shows us how much income have been arrived into the business and how much expenses have been spent for your business. That should be an income and expense statement. And detailed financial plan, it should be a futuristic financial plan. So future, what is my sales plan, what is the cost of my goods, and how I have to collect the fund, source of fund and use of funds also have been mentioned everything. And other related documentation have been mentioned in your business plan. And final thing is competitive analysis, right? You have been understand your competitor, because without competitor you cannot be survive in the market for a long period of time. Only because competitor, if there is any competition only, you have been concentrate on analysis of competition strategy, then you have been frame the unique strategy for your business. That's why you have been analyze the what is the strength and weakness of the competitor. Also you have been analyze what is your strength and what is your weakness. So this should be the main thing you have been captured into your markets. So also I have been sharing the sample business plan for your kind consideration. So this is a business plan template, right? So normally if you want to prepare a business plan, you have been concentrated on these skill areas: business plan template for starting the business, and your company name have been mentioned, and a street address, and everything have been mentioned in the first page of the business plan. And it should be a company agreement, right? What are all the rules and regulations for your company, right? And these are the contents of the business plan. All told that 9 different segments are there in business plan. The 9 different segments. The first thing I told that summary. Summary should be 1 page. In the summary, these things have been mentioned: your idea for the business plan, your product, your goals, your target market, everything. And company description, here you have been mentioned, and your business name, mission statement. So every page you have been mentioned your business name, and it is company name. The third thing is product and services. And fourth thing is marketing plan, that is a strength and weakness and opportunities regarding that. Four piece of marketing is that: product, price, place, promotion. So you have been mentioned everything. And fifth thing is that is competitor analysis worksheet. It is going on. And fifth thing is operational plan. And sixth thing is management orientation worksheet. Here I have been mentioned the organization charts for all the persons who have been associated with your organization. And likewise it's going on. This is organization chart. So in the organization chart, I have been told that topmost authority, likewise who is the higher position in the organization and who is having least power. And seventh one, startup expenses and capitalization and financial plan. And finally, is there any appendixes are there? So any attachments, likewise your business should be a lease business, lease agreement have been mentioned. If you are having any patent, you have been mentioned your patents. And who are all the owners, the detailed description about the owners, and what is the advertising strategy you have been mentioned. So everything, what type of equipment you are having, what type of assets you are having. So everything have been mentioned your business plan. So this is a sample template of your business plan. If you are needed means I have shared that business plan to the organizing committee, and they will help you to shape this business plan. Right. So why finally I want to conclude before concluding that is a business plan is the heart of the business. So if you want to make any modification, or if you want to make anything for the development of your business, it will help you to create a good business and to capture more number of customers, and to survive in the competition for a long period of time. So I want to suggest you the people who are having a plan in your life also. So before examination, you have prepare a study plan. What I have to do, what I have to do on this day and that day, you have been mentioned everything in your study plan also. Likewise, if you want to start a new business, or you want to enter into an entrepreneurship domain. So I told that entrepreneurship is a new domain. It should be having a good market. So that's why if you are enter into a startup or creating your own business, the first step is creating a business plan. So I have been mentioned that 9 building blocks. I have been focusing on 9 business building blocks for creating a new business, and the business plan will help definitely guide you and shape you to make your business as a good business. Thank you for the opportunity for the given for me to give you a session about how a business plan and how it is should be for the startup. Thank you all. If you are having any queries or clarifications, kindly ask at me, please. The floor is open for asking any questions regarding that, how the session should be, and what are the we have been needed about the business plan, please.
Yes, sir. It is a very wonderful session,
Yes, sir.
and
Thank you for that.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you have explained about the business plan and everything. Is very nice. Definitely, it will be very useful for our students. Those are looking for entrepreneur. Those are looking for startup. So definitely, this plan, this session will be most useful, sir. And sir, uh, for fund and to whom we can approach the one of the
Yes,
question
sir. For
asked
funding, there
from
should be
students side.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In funding, there should be different modes of agencies are there. So, if you
Uh,
want to get fund from government, means you have to register your startup under Government of India or a website called startupindia.gov.in. It should be for
yeah.
a startup funding. Are
Yes,
also
sir.
some of the leading persons like angel investors, venture capitalists are also there, and crowdfunding
Uh,
also there. If you are having a good business plan, you have been mentioned your need, how much fund you have been needed for your business by means of publishing in a leading newspaper or leading websites, then crowd funders are also ready to give the fund for your business. So the thing is, if you want to get a fund, you have a good business plan, then with the help of the business plan, angel investors like Chennai angel investors is there in Chennai, or also in
yes.
Bangalore there should be Bangalore angel investors are there, or also venture capitalists also. So why? Because I have been told that normally a Facebook is a company. It should be started in a small area. It should be started in Harvard University, especially for the students. The Mark Zuckerberg have been started the business as a small. At that time, he have been collect some money through the help of the investors for the 5% of stakes. How much the profit is earning by the company? Investors are only getting 5% of stakes. If a company is earning a loss, investors are not getting any stakes. Only in the profit itself they have to get the stakes. Now assume Facebook is a multi-millionaire earning company. 5% stakes at that time it should be small, but the company is earning now crore and crores of amounts. In the crores and crores, 5% should be very large for the investors. So thing is, if you are having a good business plan, kindly suggest me. I have in contact with the investors regarding
Oh,
for your
okay,
business
okay, sir.
development.
Sir, shall we collect some of the business idea with our students and we can approach you, sir?
Yes, sir, definitely, sir, definitely.
Because our students having some ideas, but they
Okay,
don't know
okay,
what is the next step they have to proceed. So is
okay,
there
okay, okay,
possibility
okay.
of for software students, that is CSC IT students also is opportunities there for entrepreneur, right?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Because students are thinking that only opportunities available for triple E and mechanical students, EC students.
No, sir, no, sir. Now the thing
Uh,
is, everything should be goes on electronic commerce mode. So in the electronic
yeah,
commerce mode have been designed with the help of that technical team like CSC or some other related domain portions.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And surely we'll approach you, sir, after collecting that ideas. And
Yes,
we
sir.
thought of idea to conduct idea contest.
Yes, sir. We
Now,
have been conducted
just
that ideation camp also. Ideation camp,
yeah.
how they have
Okay,
been
okay.
shaping their idea into a prototype or products. It would
Yes,
also
sir. Yes,
helpful
sir.
for them in the future.
Sure, sir. And in our college, we will collect that ideas, sir, and we'll
Yes, sir.
definitely will approach you with the best ideas.
Okay,
And
sir. Okay, definitely, sir.
yes, sir. And thanks a lot, sir, for valuable time you are sparing with us, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And
Thank you for the opportunity. You
surely,
only gave the opportunity,
yes,
sir.
yes, sir. And surely this session will be most useful for our students. Thanks a lot,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Avantika,
Yes, sir.
yes, you can conclude and quote of thanks சொல்லிடுங்கம்மா.
Thank you, Ramchandran, sir. I thank our beloved director, sir, Dr. N. Marie Wilson, and our principal ma'am, Dr. L. M. Merling Levinson, for guiding us. I thank our chief guest, Mr. M. A. Raj Kapoor, and Mr. R. Ramachandran for giving a thoughtful session in spite of their busy schedule. I thank Mr. S. Bhaskaran, sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering at JPR Institute of Technology, for organizing the session. Feedback link is posted in the chat box. Kindly fill it. For more updates of the session, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Avantika.
Thank you all. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Avantika, and thank you, other participants. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.